This render of mine is titled Abandoned Pool, and today I'm gonna be telling you about the inspiration behind it and breaking down the whole process of making it, so that, hopefully, you'll learn or get inspired for your own project at home. Timestamps are in the description, so you can go straight into the breaking down this render if you'd like. Let's start. The inspiration behind this render is really simple. A few days ago I was on a short walk in my hometown, trying to not burn alive from this awful heat and thinking about what my next render is gonna look like. I paused a swimming pool and started reminiscing back to the days when as a kid I used to spend a lot of time there with my friends or classmates, trying to drown each other down. It was a lot of fun and I remember it really fondly. However, I was your typical shy kid. I was afraid of public changing rooms and running around without my shirt on. So everything that happened in the water was fine, but words of experience changing and showering was for me kind of scary. And it was all because of large amounts of weird old strangers looking at us with frustration in their eyes. While thinking about it, I realized that it would make a great render. An ideal pool for me, that is, completely empty and devoid of any people. So after returning home from that walk, I sat at my computer and began the process of making this piece. Hey, if you have made it that far into the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks! First, I started blocking out the basic shape of the room and figuring out where the camera is going to be. I used white for the walls and red as an indication of where the actual pool hall is going to be. Then I have blocked out the hall and added a corridor to the left. I did it to add some more depth into the room and because a lot of references that I used for inspiration had one too. After that I added this big red ring on the ceiling. It's a bump on the wall that's gonna help with the room's depth and make the walls less flat. It looks weird right now, but after texturing it's gonna be fine. Next, I've made a set of white plastic chairs that you often see at the edges of the pool. Also, I've corrected the size and scale of the ceiling ring to make it a bit more realistic. A slight change of camera angle was made too. Then it was time for lights. These ones are a bit weird, and that's because I have, for some reason, chose to place a few light bulbs inside of a semi-transparent cube instead of just making the bottom of it emit the light by itself. It was an experiment and a failed one, for sure, but it's okay. Mistakes are the best way to improve. Also, I've added these metal pull ladders. This one that changes only a value of the light, so there's not much to talk about. Next, I added a clock to, once again, make the walls less flat and add a bit of detail to the room. Then I have extruded a few fragments of the wall to make it look more interesting. And a change in the camera angle, there's gonna be lots of those. Then I have added these metal pull grids that will fill the, otherwise empty, hole a little. It's time to fix the light. I replaced that old, weird system with more standard emission from bottom face type lamp. Next, I've moved the lamps a bit higher up the ceiling and added one more type of pull grid. Time for a bit of detail. First, I've thrown the chair into the pool and then added these cool slippers along with shampoo bottles. Typical pool stuff. Lights. The pool received a few lights of its own, adding some more that matched the depth to it. If something that you're working on is looking flat or boring, try adding some lights to it. It might help a little. Also, I have moved the shampoo bottles. Tiles. Tiles were a nightmare, honestly. I had to copy them one by one to fit the pool size perfectly. I could use a texture with displacement to make my life easier, but I'm a masochist, so... Well, don't be like me, just find out or make the texture by yourself and don't waste time. Also, this red glow on these slippers is because of too high roughness. Instead of making it 0.300, I have made it just 300. Another mistake to the ever-growing pile. This one is just a quick fix of the roughness problem mentioned before. Next, I have continued placing the tiles. It was just a boring and irritating process, nothing too interesting to tell you guys. It's slowly coming together. I have changed a few textures like chairs and walls, making it more natural. Also, the borders and slippers were moved again. Just a quick fix of the wall texture problem. Sunlight. I think that sunlight is a great way of making your renders really stand out. It adds a lot of color, interesting shadows, and overall provides a lot of depth. It's done! Just a quick adjustment of the light and here it is, the finished render. I hope that you enjoyed this video and maybe learned or got inspired by it in some way. Go check out my Instagram that is in the description, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on my next render breakdown.